Okay, so here to pick up my car. See what's going on with the MR2. I had a few things done to it, and it cost me like $1,500. There's just quite a few things I had to do. So my routine, normally when I take the deuce somewhere to drop it off, I make sure that I document everything. I check out all the angles, especially with the body, see if there are any blemishes or marks and stuff like that, because I usually can't take a chance with this car, and so I just document everything and make sure that everything is as it was or as it is, and so that when I come back to pick up the car, that everything is good, everything is the way it was when I dropped it off. So that's the first thing I do. That's the routine that I do every time I drop off my car. So I was talking to Kogi about my knock issues, because the MR2 was knocking quite a bit. It's part of the issue that was with the fuel pump and the injectors not working properly, but now it's extending to the tuning and so on. And so I was talking to Kogi about that, about why there was sometimes excessive knocking on the car, and he was explaining to me that because of the way it was tuned, the way it was set up from the shop that I had it done initially, that they set it up a little too crazy. When like it's really sensitive, that when it Fcon detects something, then knocking, and then it just kind of overdoes it. I know it's sort of self-corrects it. That's why I have that unit on the dash to self-correct.
It's better to have it because the airfield, it's in a closed loop. So when you're cruising, you follow whatever.
Right.
It corrects itself. Yeah, it corrects itself. Right. Yeah. It's good to have. Back then,
he had to redo everything and to try to tune it in a way where, I didn't really have that kind of issue. But I still had to kind of take it easy, though. I had to kind of come back a few more times to fix that issue with the tuning.
They tune it so you'll take off a lot of timing. So the car will really slow, so it won't break it. I think they did it too crazy.
What do you mean?
Right. When it knocks, your car probably falls on its face.
Test drove the car to see how it was running, and then I talked to Kogi again. He explained to me how the original shop that put everything together and installed the Fcon and stuff, the knock sensor, and told me that there's just a lot of leaks coming from the intake area that need to be covered up. There was just a whole lot of leaks going on there that need to be plugged up. So he was kind of explaining all that to me and how those need to be fixed and everything, and then retune the car again.
App sensor, you cannot share with anyone.
Why?
Because it's the critical. When the hose has to be only like this long, and then just by itself. Otherwise, that's what happens. Response. Maybe like right here, and then just use one hose. That's how they're supposed to do it. But they're using, they're sharing off from everything.
So is that why it's messed up?
Maybe that's why it's like it.
Quick distraction with the AMG Gullwing. There's really a lot of nice cars in this shop. Just got a little distracted with that one before we started working on the tuning again.
I just connected like this from here to there. Then it works really good. It works really good.
Yeah.
But this one is also connected to everything else.
So then right now you can just tee it.
I can just tee it for now. Yeah, while you wait for me to work, right? Yeah.
So Koji explained to me about some of the other fixes we needed to do on the car. Make sure you get rid of all those leaks again, and that way we can retune it, because it's not done yet. I need to come back and then get the car retuned again, and then of course Koji was telling me and explaining to me about the boost controller, and just wanted to make, I think he just wanted to make sure that I don't overdo it. I don't go over like 1 bar while we were, you know, still working out the kinks on the tuning and such. So he was just being careful and making sure that I don't like go beyond what I'm supposed to.
When you hit the warning,
Yeah.
you will take 20% off that. You know, when you're at 20,
Yeah.
it's gonna be 0. When you're at like 38, it's
Yeah.
gonna hit minus 20%. So when it hits 17, well, the boost controller will try to lower the boost. Yeah.
Okay.
So it won't go over 17. But if something is mechanically wrong in the back, like hose pops out or something,
Right.
this one cannot do anything.
You know, because the car was still having some issues, a little bit of knocking, especially when I really just go full throttle on it. So we still needed to figure out what the issue was on that.
You don't want to mess with the number because it's already tuned. The number is set for certain boost, so you don't want to mess with it.
Okay.
I'm not saying that's going to be safe.
But it's better than
Cruising, you know, light throttle, I think it's fine.
So meaning if you leave it on the throttle, then it's not good, right? If I press it longer, like bang, like, or instead of just pressing quickly.
For a second, you know, it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you could keep it on full throttle a long time, then
Then it might happen.
Issue I have with the knocking and sometimes the car stalling and so on, I just have to keep coming back. Well, not keep coming back, but I have to come back at least a second time to get that sorted out and getting the car retuned and stuff and making sure that everything is running properly. So that pretty much wraps it up as far as this episode on the MR2. Really, this isn't really a how-to or how to fix a certain issue. It kind of could be, but it's really more about just troubleshooting and highlighting the fact that, you know, I do experience issues with this car, especially with all the modifications that's been done. This one is more about the fueling, the issue with the fueling and the knocking, and then the acceleration and the tuning in general using the Fcon Vpro, which is, you know, very different because it's not really widely used anymore. Come with a whole lot of headache, a whole lot of problems here and there, but this is just highlighting some of the experiences that I have dealing with this issue.